Hello all, welcome to Cognitive Hub Databricks Tutorials. In this video, I am going to explain about different functionalities that we have for the date in Databricks. So in that, firstly, I am going to explain is how to convert date of string type into a date of date type, and then we are going to see about how to pass the data of one format into another format, as well as how to pass string type into the date time format as well. So for that, what I am going to do is I have created one Spark variable here, and I have imported all the necessary functions to create a data frame with some sample data here. So what I did is I have created two columns here. One column is timestamp, which is of string type, but the value is date here, the actual timestamp here. And the other column is just a ID, which is an integer type. In this part of video, we are not going to use anything related to this ID. We are only concentrating on this timestamp, how to convert this timestamp into string type, as well as I mean from string type to date type using different functionalities that we have. So for that, what we have is here we have date type in this format, right? Year, year, and then month followed by date. So in this format we have. So if you want to apply, if you want to convert this type into date, if you see the type here for the timestamp, we have string. Now what I want is I want to convert this type into date type. So what I'm going to do is I'm using the same data frame here, and I am adding one more column for the existing data frame, and I'm giving name as new date. And what I'm doing is I want to apply one function known as toDate to the column timestamp. So this is the functions that I want to apply on this. So if I run this, okay, I'm gonna print this statement now. So if you see now, we have whatever the data that we have, whatever the timestamp, now it got converted into only the date format here. And if you see the if you see the schema, sorry, if you see the schema of that data frame, we have timestamp of string and new date of date. But if you just convert this date type into some slash or something, you won't be getting any data here. So I have just converted one of the date here, and if I run this same statement here for displaying, we are getting the actual data. But if I execute the same toDate functionality here, we are getting null for the first record with what are the timestamp with slashes are there. So meaning that only toDate functionality will only applicable for of formats this format in string type, and it will directly convert it into like just the date format like this using toDate functionality. But now, as I explained here, how you want to convert this type like slash separated date type or string type into date. So how we are going to do that is we have new function known as, so for the timing what I'm doing is I'm just getting like date time, and then I'm copying this data for the time being, and then format date is equal to whatever the format that you want to, you just need to convert this type here. So this is a string, right? So I want to convert this type, I want to write this format here, %y slash %m slash %date, and then separate by hours, like I'm just writing it with %hour, %minutes, %seconds. So this is the format that we have. Now what we want to do is I want to import one function here from date time import date comma date time. So I want to import these functions here. Okay, I'm gonna write this in another line of code, and I want to sorry, my bad, I'm executing it. It is date time, not data time. So So what I did is instead of creating a data frame, I'm just writing it into in this single variable here. Now I'm creating one value dt just like a storage, and now I want to apply datetime function here. We have one function here with string pass time of whatever the date that you have and whatever the format that you have. And then if you print dt, you will get whatever the data that you are looking for. So if you see the data here, this is the format that you have, right? Now it got converted into this format. So what this string pass time will do is whatever the format that you have here, it will convert it into this format, like year hyphen month hyphen day, and then followed by hours, minutes, and then seconds. So this is the format that it follows. Similarly, I am going to show you with some other example. And if you want to see, and I mean here, if you want to print only date without any timestamp, you can use date function here. You will get only date here. And similarly, if you want to see the type here, dt.type, you can just print it, or you can just write it like type of dt. It seems like it is. Yeah, if you print it, you will see like it is a date time. Similarly, if you print the type of date time, you will get it like string. So previously it was in string, now it got converted into date time. And also this is the format. If you want date alone, you can also use, you can also get it using dt.date. And similarly, if you want only month, or if you want only day, or if you want only hours, minutes, or seconds, you can use different functionalities that we have in date time. And using that, you can just apply, instead of date, you can apply it like minute or something like that, or hours. And now we have seen this example, right? I'm just copying it here, and now I am pasting it, and I want to change the format here. So we have seen one format, and I want to use one more format known as 1st January 1998. And this is the form. So here in the format date, what you need to write is whatever the format that you are going to specify, you need to specify the same format here. So here for like the first thing is day, and then month, and then year. So for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to print the same dt here and printing the date time here. If I print, you will be seeing like it got converted into this timestamp here, 1998 and then month. And here if you see the dt.date, we got it like whatever the date that we have. And similarly, the types are the same. It got string and it got converted into date time. And this is how you will convert different type of formats into single format using string pass time. Now I don't want this format. Now instead of 1998 01-01-01, I want 1998/01/01. So for that, what I need to do is ft is equal to whatever the variable that you got it here, dt dot string f time, which is nothing but a format time, and whatever the format that you want, you will specify it here. I want year/month/day. So now this format is there, right? It will get converted into 1998/01/01. Okay, I need to display it. Display ft, display ft dot or type of ft. And if I print it, so if you see now, it got converted now string. And again, if you want this one to convert into again back into date type, you can again use this string pass time to convert it into a date format in this way, 1998/01/01. So this is how you will convert date times into date types, date times in string type into date time in date type. So this is where we will use string pass time to convert whatever the date format that you have by specifying the format date, and this is how you will use string format time into whatever that format that you want to specify, I mean that you want to get it. So this is how you will use it, and to date functionality will only applicable for this type of formats like year hyphen date or month hyphen date. So that is all for this video guys. Thank you for watching.